This tank behind me has been set up for a week and I've only just realised that I haven't put a timer on it at all. It was covered in algae. So to combat the situation, what I've done is lower the water level right down and spray the whole lot with the CO2 booster from API. I just put it in this little bottle because it's got like a spray. I bought these on Amazon, just like empty obviously. You can put labels on them if you want, but I don't need to. And then look, you can just do that and it goes directly on top of where there was algae. I mean, you can't see the algae at the moment because obviously the water's drained, and when you do that it kind of disappears, but it's still there. When I fill it back up again, you probably see it. Let's fill it up quickly and you should see all of the algae bubbling away. There was tons on the substrate as well. I kept coming in every morning thinking, oh, we're getting more and more algae, and I was thinking, well, you know, it's a new setup. We'll give it time. It'll sort itself out. It was just getting worse and worse. Of course it was. It's been on for a week straight, and this is quite a powerful light as well, so my bad. There we go, almost back to spick and span again. You can see the air bubbles forming on all the sort of plants. That's just where they've been exposed to the air. But that algae you can see on there, which is really stupid of me to let it get like this, but you know, it'll be gone in no time. And for another prong of attack, I've got 10 Amanos to go in this tank as well. They'll just go around just cleaning everything up, which is awesome. So you may have noticed there that I didn't drip acclimate the shrimp. That's just because I've done this so many times now, and I've never done that because I didn't realise when I started doing this that you were supposed to do that. And there's never been a problem, to be honest. I don't ever lose Amano shrimp that I first put in. Maybe that's just because my water's so similar to the shop that they're from. You know, if you're in any doubt, then you should do it. But like I say, I never get any issues. So I think we're all good. You may have also seen that the water that was in the bag, that went in as well. I trust the fish shop. They've got full UV sterilisation and everything like that. So we're going to be all good. Plus, this is just a plant tank. But for those of you that are struggling to keep algae at bay, Amano shrimp really are going to be your friends. Quite expensive initially, but worth the investment in my opinion. They are powerhouses. If you've got, say, a massive algae infestation, then Amano's not going to really help because there's a bigger problem, usually really high lighting. But if you're getting sort of background levels of like thread algae, green dust algae, that sort of thing, just a small amount, just creeping its way up, Amano's will really, really help with that. So I absolutely recommend that you get some for your tank. So this is my neon black water aquarium. I've set it up like months and months ago now. It's doing great. It's run its course, and I want to do something a little bit different. I still want to do a black water aquarium because I think it looks so good next to the planted discus tank, but it's something I've not really done before. I basically want a big wall of bogwood and then just the awesome fish in front of that. How cool is that going to look? There we go, a fresh canvas, everything looking sparkly clean. We've got the sand down here. I'm probably going to reuse that. It's all good, there's nothing wrong with it. Probably just need a wash because there's a load of the sort of old leaves and bits in there. All the wood's now dried off, that's good. We can put that away, use that again in something else. I'm not even sure yet. Over here, look, got the neon tetras all in this bucket. This one's got a load of Indian almond leaves and catappa leaves that I'm just sort of locking it into the water so that they sink, so that we can use them in the new scape straight away. These are all the plants that are from the discus tank, which is coming soon, very soon. I know I keep saying that, but it actually is. Okay, so a bit of a weird one. All the power just went out in the whole place and all my lights have come back on, but they're the wrong colour. And now I'm not sure if I want to keep it like that or not. Help me out. All these tanks out here, ignore this one. It's gone really murky for some reason. All the other tanks aren't, and I don't know why. Anyway, that's not the point. So these tanks all have the same lights on them, and at the moment they've got this like blue, red and white LEDs. Usually I have them with just the whites, but I'm not sure how I feel about this because all the reds are really looking good. And so are the greens, but it's kind of purpley. I'm not sure. Let me put them back to normal. Right, so this is how they are now. 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. So that's with just the whites. So the greens pop even more. Look at it on camera actually. It's definitely just the whites, isn't it? I kind of feel like the other way looked really artificial now. Right, we'll stick with the whites, Yeah, just to confirm it. I mean, that looks fresh, doesn't it? But it doesn't look very real, I don't think. Hang on. Right, there we are with it just flicked. Yeah, I think that's better. I mean, it is very, very green now, but I mean, that is how it looks to my eye. So I guess that's real. Let's keep it real. So many people ask me how I stop that sort of white scummy line appearing around the top of my tanks. It's quite easy, I just wipe it. Well, I've already trimmed it, cleared it once, and here we go again. This has turned into so much more of a mission than I thought, but it needs to be done. This is the biggest hackback I've ever done on this tank. I'm not spending ages on it because, you know, this will be the next one that will be changed after the discus tank, which is coming soon. But yeah, it needed to be done, and it's already starting to look better. Look at that. Imagine if I could leave it like that, just like, it looks like trees and grass and fish. Oh, lovely. So the main plant we're seeing at the moment is pearlweed, but in and amongst it is tons of Rotala rotundifolia. I picked that out separately, and I'm going to put that in one of my storage tanks ready to use in a new project. There we go, these plants are going to be nice and ready for one of our new setups. Some of them will be used in the new discus setup, for instance that Rotala will. I've also added since the start of the video, this is rotundifolia, no, this is Rotala H-Ra. It's green at the moment. When it sort of grows out, it starts to get much more red. You can see some red coming through now. And already since the start of the video, it's been 24 hours now since the Amano shrimp have been in, and they've cleared the substrate. There's no mess on the substrate now. Now that they've done that, they'll start moving up the plants. So you can see there's some on this one here. There's quite a bit on this one. I could remove it by hand, but you know, they're there for a reason. Let them do their job, give them some food, why not? Won't take long at all.